Hi, this is General Dreams, and I'm Mike. So, we took the General to the Florence Dunes this weekend. First time I've had the General to that location. We did Winchester Bay a while back, and thought we'd try Florence out. We almost had the CR250 going and took that too. That would have been fun. Do a little dirt bike riding and General. But couldn't quite get it running right. Still pouring out of the carburetor. So maybe in a later date. So I went there with my buddies, and they were on dirt bikes, and I had a friend from work that was camping in the area, and he was there with his Wildcat. So we did a little ripping around out there and had a good time. The rear tire that got a spike in it back when I went to shotgun, they put a little patch in it. It was, I don't know, maybe 3x3, and the hole was right where the tread ends and the sidewall starts. So it's almost one that you don't patch, but they patched that. And when I was at when I was at Winchester Bay on the third day, the tire wouldn't hold air anymore. The patch had come completely loose. Started having a little bit of issue on the second day. I was able to get a little more riding in on the third day. But I run the tires really low when I'm in the sand. I run them like 5 pounds. So that's a lot of flex for that location. So this time I wasn't able to run them quite that low because I was afraid of the new patch, which is bigger now, and there's some industrial strength sealant in there. But I was afraid of it coming loose. Thought it'd be better to run around in 4-wheel drive than to worry about a flat. So we were at about 8.5 pounds, and a couple pounds does make a difference on your traction. So I had to use 4-wheel drive a lot more on this trip than I did on the Winchester Bay one. Now, of course, the weather conditions were different and the sand's different. The terrain's a little different, so that's a factor also. I'll know better when I go back there again and be able to lower down, but I believe it's a factor. So I was running around a lot of the time in 4-wheel drive, which really sucks a lot of fuel. And it's not as much fun. I like the feeling of the back end of the rig, being able to spin around a little bit. And when you're going along the hill, it's kind of, dragging the back end across. It's fun, but not to the point where you're worried whether you're going to make it up the hill. So I was in 4-wheel drive the majority of the time. So I got some videos of that, and got some jumping on the motorcycle. My buddy's son, he's only 12 years old. You'll see some of his jumping there. You would not guess that it's a 12-year-old riding that bike. He's pretty good. So anyway, we are going to go ahead and get going on those videos, and I hope you enjoy. And thanks again for watching. Okay, heading out for my first trip at Florence in the General. Help if I put it in high. Doesn't work real well when you put it in low.
Yeah, these guys are hucking this. The other guy did better.
Right on. Not bad on these whoops, 35 mile an hour. Pretty smooth. Haven't bottomed yet. Lots of bumps. Little baby hills to jump. Little baby hills to jump. Get your back in two wheels, see how it does. So I used to have a 69 Bronco. And I was out here one time with my youngest kid. He was still in a car seat. And found the quicksand out here. Just driving along out here, and all of a sudden just sink. And I thought it was just a freak thing, and then nobody would come around. Everyone's riding around on the perimeter. And then finally some guy came out on a four-wheeler and said, this whole area is quicksand. No one's going to come out to pull you. So, had to dig it out by hand. Then after I knew that, several years later, I came out here camping, and we were heading in at the end of the day. Come back out the next day, and the rig that we saw coming out here had been stuck the entire day out here in the quicksand, and his buddy was stuck back there on the perimeter. And I pulled up to him. I said, do you know how he got out there? What path he took? I said, I'll pull you out. I'll follow you. Take the path out there, and we'll go pull him out. So we did that, and then somebody had a big Samson line, and then I was able to pull it out. He had 38s, and you couldn't even see them. They were completely buried in the sand. Pulled it out with that Bronco. Well, I better go catch up to my buddies. Sometimes this area is almost flat. Been a few years since I've been here, but I don't know if I've ever seen it quite that torn up. Sand camping, keeping up with the Arctic Cat.
told him that thing fifth gear. Don't do that. Try to keep it right in now. Yeah. That was cool. Tap the base, huh? Yeah.
No, he really needed to.
Yeah. He's like obvious. Back it up.
Here he goes. That's good. It's a pretty good day of cruising around in Florence in the General, following my buddies, some motorcycles, and a friend from work, and this side-by-side. Nice view of the area right there. This is just above the parking lot. You can just barely see the parking lot down there. The boys doing some jumping still, doing pretty good. The General's holding up all right. Looks like the belt's slipping a little bit at the top end. So it'll be really good once that golden clutch gets on there. All about quite a bit. Kind of was going across the flats. Got up to 69. I was still in four-wheel drive. On the big hills, I got to have it in four-wheel drive to make it up. These tires on here. But it's a lot more fun in two-wheel drive. So that'll be nice once I get paddles. Try to hit those hills in two-wheel drive. You can tell the difference in the power also. Having everything transferred to the rear wheels versus those front tires digging. So, anyway, pretty good day.